Alright, this is my interview for Fraternity Guys, and I'm interviewing Josh and Mitch. Alright, question number 1. What are some common stereotypes you know that people associate with fraternity guys?
Well, we're always the bad guys in movies, and we're always the one that is like in with the dean, and then we always cheat on our girlfriends and stuff, you know, and that we drink a lot, and that we're all alcoholics.
Mitch?
Yeah. I would say that the stereotypes are pretty much true. Yeah, you see in the movies, people act like that.
So a lot of it's just Hollywood based, you think?
It's Hollywood based, except there's a lot less fake press.
Okay, that kind of goes into question number 2. Why do you think these stereotypes exist?
Because of movies. I think it's because of movies.
Yeah, the media gives us preconception and it implants them. You know, you see it subliminally, but it forms your opinions, essentially what you watch.
Okay. Have you been directly stereotyped by someone before?
I have.
Who hasn't? I mean, just by the way you dress, you can be stereotyped into a certain category by people based on their perceptions.
Or just like randomly walking around campus, like wearing letters or wearing polos or whatnot. People are like, oh, you kind of get like a sideways glance or something because you look like a fraternity guy. Does that occur?
It does.
Well, of course. I mean, it could be good and bad at times, but I mean, you know, if you're on those letters, you got to be proud about that.
Yeah. Next question. How do you feel about that? Did it bother you, or did you just blow it off?
It didn't bother me one bit.
I mean, who cares what people think? You should just not worry about that and be who you are.
Cool. When meeting new people, do you ever feel like you have to tell them that you're not a typical fraternity guy?
Sometimes. If you're trying to get laid, a lot of girls don't want to know that you're a normal frat guy, so you generally lie about that. You're like, oh, I'm not a normal frat guy. I care.
Well, you know, sometimes, you know, you say you're in a fraternity and people give you a certain look or a glance or so really, but, you know, and you have to defend yourself sometimes.
So sometimes you just choose not to tell them that information right away.
Yeah, or when you're, you know, church, old grandmother, something like along those lines.
The other members of my group are interviewing Asians and blondes. Do you feel you are stereotyped more or less than these other groups?
Probably less, because we can actually drive cars, unlike Asians.
I don't know, man. As far as, you know, an ethnic group, I guess, you know, that's probably the most stereotypes, and then it goes into subcategories. You know, I mean, that...
Do you think just the sheer numbers of the groups, like, I think there's a few Asians in the world, would that affect the stereotypes being more or less widespread?
If there were fewer Asians?
I mean, there's a lot of Asians, not as many people in fraternities.
Right.
Do you think that's one of the reasons they might get stereotyped more?
Probably because they all look the same.
Last question. How does having been stereotyped yourself affect how you judge others?
It doesn't at all.
I mean, it's human nature to judge people. I mean, it's just something that happens, and maybe it's a defense mechanism. You size up somebody. I don't know, but, you know, it's just going to happen. You can't help it.
So besides the little bit of human nature, you're not just going to instantly assume you know everything about a person just based off first appearance, first looks, like...
You can't know everything there is about a person, but you can try to figure out what to expect, and, you know, you could always be wrong, you could be right, but...
You give everyone a chance, pretty much, once you meet them. You don't judge them.
You should give everybody a chance.
Of course.
Alright, cool. Thank you for your time.